Hey, we're here with Ren. He's president, one of the founders of the American Patriot Society, and is the owner of a urban transitional complex, urban survivalist transitional complex or point.
Yep.
And what are your thoughts?
You know, I was thinking one of the biggest keys on why one of these needs to be made is bartering system. The bartering system is the basic foundation that started society within itself. And so really what we need to do is really establish a credible bartering system again. And let's explain how and why this works and versus people trying to do it on their own. Let's say economic collapse happens. You basically have worked on food supplies, weapons, survival equipment, generator, whatever. We don't know how long the disaster could last. So you anticipate a 3-month, 6-month time period. You may even bought excess amount of stuff that you would barter for things that you might want to have. Well, where do you go to barter? Do you just start heading out in the streets and asking if people need things? And if you start to expose yourself like that, you're set up to be robbed, killed, followed. So you have no reliable source to barter. And then when you do come across with somebody who has something, what do they have in return if they want what you have? So it really is a very difficult system. And what the American Patriot Society does is it starts a foundation of a bartering system where you has a checkpoint where you would come as a member and basically list, like a Craigslist, what you have to offer to trade, and everyone comes to that, and then the complex itself will help create the bartering process in a safe, comfortable bargaining environment where people can get the most and feel comfortable with it amongst themselves. They've already been pre-approved, and they've already been, a part as a member. You can feel comfortable about that and starting from there. I mean, if you save up silver and gold and be able to use that as denominations out there to barter, to buy things because the dollar is worthless, how do you go about doing that? How do you just give silver for this and that? Eventually, that's going to fail. You're going to run out of silver or gold. You don't know if you're getting the right value for it. And by the way, if you're hungry, you'll probably pay a lot of silver for, one day's worth of meal. You need to have a new common denominator that's set, like the dollar. That's really what the dollar is. It's a common denominator of society. 63% of the world's currency is built on the dollar, so that's the world's common denominator. And everything we do in our society is based on that common denominator or dollar. When that's wiped out, the world has never seen anything of this possible magnitude, and that's why it's really beyond our realm of the common denominator of our planet actually collapsing. So it's not like Zimbabwe or even Argentina, where these countries certainly have a large population, but their currency is not even at the impact as the US dollar, which is the currency of the planet. And once it's wiped out, obviously it's not just the United States, but it'll be world chaos. So small groups, localized groups need to be formed in the American Patriot Society, and they need to be able to learn how to re-barter. It's like going back to school again. No one really knows how to barter. We've all grown up and been born into this dollar system, and so we'll be really re-educating ourselves. So let's start that education now when we have time and not do it when it's too late.